Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and a very pleasant night to you, my pack, and welcome back once more to Vega Conflict, and it's time for the final vessel we currently have released for the Vega Alliance faction, which is Tier 13. Gonna take a look at the statistics, the statistics of the Undaunted, the two weapons that were released with it, and then we'll be on our way. So, let's get right into it, shall we? Okay, first and foremost, 2-hour repair time, just like everything else. 275,000 hit points, a 19,000 ton maximum mass at Mark 1, 5 million tons of free cargo space at Mark 1, so vastly more than the others, so if you want cargo carriers, they're the ones to do it for now. Forward speed of 390 meters per second, a rotation speed of 20 degrees per second, and a strafe speed of 100 meters per second. And to top it all off, the same sector speed that we all have at Mark 1, 600 astronomical units per hour. Taking a quick look at the modifiers, and then we'll move on to the two weapons, and I'll send you on your way as per usual for the week. The next video should be either Monday or Wednesday. Bleh. Okay, so right off the bat in Mark 1, you get a 25% increase against damage against any and all cruisers, so you're just doing flat out more, which is always welcome. You have a 25% range increase, so any weapons you have equipped on it, it'll automatically increase the range values by 25%. A classic that I'm glad is finally returning without the stupid range restrictions that we had from Tier 8 and up. And a weapon mass reduction of 20%, resurgence of 20% standard across the board, and that's about it for that. Resistances, then the weapons. It has no special resistances other than the Spectre, Retrociders, and Retro Sin, and Blight Nebulas. So, once again, I do think these could be hidden stats for the most part. On to the weapons. So, it launched with the Arterial Driver 1 and Arterial Driver 2, the Vascular Torpedoes. We're going to cover the drivers first and then the torpedoes second. Torpedoes are my go-to weapon for them right now, even though I haven't tested them still. And yes, I've learned more about the cutter at this point than I have about the battleship. So, level 1, we got 18,000 damage per second of kinetic. It weighs 2,954 tons, has a range of 2,000 to 5,000 meters, and the rounds travel at 2,000 meters per second, and they can pierce 5 times. And there are no special sub-traits or anything like that, so take a quick look at the level 2. 21,000 hit points, 3,881 tons, same range, same speed, and one more piercing than the level 1. Gotta say, I'm liking how the weapons are looking in regards to the little pictures they have. Only wish that they would actually be displayed on the vessels themselves again like they used to. But those are gripes for a Let's Chat video. Let's move on to the final one and I'll send you on your way. So, Vascular Torpedo 1. 18,000 damage per second, and it deals explosive damage. It weighs 2,954 tons. It has a range of 2,000 to 4,700 meters. It travels at 1,100 meters per second, and it has a blast radius of 400 meters. Now, as far as I'm aware, from what I've heard, because I still haven't tested them myself, I probably will by the end of the week or possibly on Monday, just to verify it. This is basically the Vector Torpedo of Tier 13. The only difference is it doesn't have partial guidance to target. It has full guidance because it can go all the way and hit the target whilst being guided. So it's basically a heartbeat ray. It's not going to miss. So rely on it if you want consistent damage rather than sporadic damage. And level 2. 21,000 damage per second, so 3,000 point increase. Same damage type, and it weighs 3,881 tons. Same range, same speed, same AoE. So, all you get with it is a damage increase, and that's about it. I will cover the specials on Monday, because so far they are starting to be released this month, and we have the first 2 in our hands, and we'll have the next 2 in 13 hours? Yeah, because that's when mobilization begins. It starts later today. Actually, no. By the time all of you see this, it will already have been released. Let's go back to the base and get you all on your way again. So, as with that last little bit, you can tell I'm a little bit not all here today. Didn't sleep all too well. Going to have to look forward to Monday's videos where I should be slightly more well rested and my mind's a little bit more focused on what I'm going to be doing with the video. This one was just to cover the final bit of the tech that I haven't covered, as well as say when the final bit of tech will be covered, which is the specials, and that'll be Monday or Tuesday of next week. For now, though, be safe out there, happy hunting, and as always, I'll see you later. Actually, I'll see you next week. Have a pleasant weekend.